Good morning, guys. It's Monday, November 25th. Goodness. First thing I'll address is that there is now a TV in this room. Odd turn of events, considering I just posted my workstation video and it didn't have a TV in it then. Now it does. We upgraded our TV recently, and so we moved our old TV in here. This was kind of the only place it makes sense because we don't really need a TV in our bedroom. So we put it in here, and this is where it lives now, and the cords are kind of ugly, but we're living with it. But I wanted to come on here and kind of do just like a quick summary of things, some recent changes regarding my Patreon and kind of my social media in general, and also update you guys on some products I've been working on and a product launch that's coming that I'm really excited about. So I guess I can talk about the launch first. This collection I've been sharing about on social media. It's my Positive Affirmations collection. It's 3 different product types, I guess, and I'm selling them all in sets. So the first is this set of 10 positive affirmation greeting cards. Comes like this, 10 envelopes, 10 cards. All of them are different. So I really love these, and I really like how I designed the packaging. I'm really trying to step up the packaging game. Then I have this set of buttons, 9 buttons, and again, the packaging on the back says something to the effect of keep them for yourself or share them with a friend, spread the positivity kind of thing. The only thing I probably would have changed about this is the background color. Luckily, I only had this one sheet of this pink because I don't think it really works with the buttons, but I think they look super cute, and again, there's a lot of the same positive messages. Then the last thing is the sticker sheet. Again, kind of the same thing. I think there's 11, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's 11 stickers on the sticker sheet, so there's like always like one word that doesn't quite make it into all 3. But I think that the sticker sheet is really cute, and actually I reformatted my sticker sheet, so I'm moving from this wider size, which is a 4.5 by 5.5, kind of an odd size, also coming after I recently made my sticker sheet tutorial. But I did mention in that video that I wanted to move towards more of a standard size, like a 4 by 6, so I did that. I just kind of tweaked a couple of things, changed the background color, and I added like my social media stuff down here. I also had to order more sticker paper from Online Labels. I use the weatherproof matte and I love it. So I had to order some more of that because I had gone through it all, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, so that's what the new sticker sheets look like. Some of you, if you order these, might still be getting these ones. Everything is essentially the same. It's just formatted a little differently to fit on the new sticker sheet size. So those are going to be launching on Black Friday on my online store, and I'm really excited to share them with you guys. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. And that kind of leads me into another big change that I have been maybe alluding to, but maybe for some of you it might feel kind of out of left field, and that is regarding my Patreon. I will be doing my Patreon for one final month in December 2019, and then I'm actually going to be discontinuing my physical reward tiers in 2020. This isn't like final permanent, like never going back to physical rewards. It's just like I need some time off from it, because even though I love it, it's so time consuming, and the pressure on me month to month to make something and get them out there is diverting a lot of my energy away from other projects I would like to be working on. So I am discontinuing my Patreon tiers for the time being, and I think I really tried to get my Patreon to be something that I was happy with, but with it changing as much as it did, I kind of just had to sit down with myself and figure out why I was feeling that way. And I was feeling that way because like my heart was not in Patreon long term, and so planning out long-term goals on Patreon just really, I was never happy with like the stretch goals. I was never super happy with the amount of content I was able to put up on there. And so instead of just going every month kind of being like disappointed in myself, I kind of want to like cut that loss for a while and focus on some things that I can accomplish, and then maybe go back to Patreon again in the future if I feel like that's something I could, you know, benefit from and learn from. I think I learned what I set out to learn from Patreon for the time being. And even though I have a lot of really amazing supporters on there that I feel like I am letting down a little bit, I definitely just want to kind of start 2020 off with a new, fresh feeling. And I don't want to be worrying about Patreon rewards in 2020. So hopefully you guys understand. I really do appreciate everything that my patrons have done for me thus far. And I did notify them about this before this point. If you're hearing it on here for the first time, I do apologize. But yeah, I think you guys have proven that you're supportive of these decisions, and you guys have always really been very understanding of me. And I think really what it comes down to is like working a full-time job kicked my butt more than I thought it would, and I have to reevaluate some priorities. Now I want to move on a little bit to talking about YouTube and a couple of the changes that I'm making to YouTube and kind of my social media platforms in general. Regarding YouTube specifically, it's kind of about COPPA. Everyone's talking about COPPA, so I don't want to like put that in the title so people will click on it, but like just so that you guys kind of know where my headspace is at with COPPA. I think my gut reaction is I have nothing to be worried about, because my analytics state that like 97.8% of my audience claims to be over the age of 18. But there's a small part of me that says, well, does the FTC care about that? Does YouTube care about that? Because the biggest concern is that people are claiming they're over the age of 18 when really they're not. So YouTube is in this mode right now where they're pushing everyone to be extra cautious, and it feels kind of like we're being punished no matter what. You're being punished if you're too adult content, like if you're swearing in your videos or you're talking about controversial topics. YouTube doesn't want you monetizing that. At the same time, if you are marketing yourself towards kids and you have an audience that is primarily kid focused, YouTube doesn't want you to monetize that either. So even though I feel like I'm very much in the middle of those two extremes, I don't know if YouTube is going to see it that way. So in recognizing that I don't feel like I have a lot to be worried about, I'm also kind of planning in case I do have something to be worried about. So I'm thinking of doing a lot of like channel rebranding, changing my icon, changing kind of the look of my channel around just slightly. The content on my channel will be largely the same, but the way that I market that content, the way that I present that content might just look a little different. I guess the best way I can quantify this is like if you look at my last two video thumbnails, I have my sticker tutorial thumbnail and my studio makeover thumbnail. Personally, I feel like my energy, my presence, the level of educational value in both of these videos is the same. However, when you look at both of these thumbnails, they sell you a very different message. The sticker sheet tutorial thumbnail is brightly colored, it features my face, it's got like bold text, it's very captivating, and YouTube's algorithm might read that as being for kids, and that might cause issues on my channel. On the other hand, the studio makeover video has a very like neutral thumbnail. It's like kind of very thrown together, like almost like an afterthought, where it's like, oh, here's a screen grab from the video and I just like wrote some text on there so you know what it is, like bing bang boom, there it is, it's done. And it's like less appealing to kids in a way. So that's kind of the best way that I can describe what that like channel rebranding will look like. The videos will be pretty much the same, I just have to present them differently to avoid getting challenged by the algorithm. That also includes kind of going back on my channel and privating any videos that I feel like might put my channel at risk. Not that I feel like it's practical for every YouTuber to get fined $40,000 from COPPA every time they violate this for kids idea, because the for kids rule is actually YouTube's rule, not COPPA's rule. But regardless, as creators, we don't want to put ourselves at risk if we don't have to. So that's kind of some stuff that I'm doing for the whole COPPA thing. I know there's still like new information coming out each and every day, and like lawyers are speaking on it, and I'm trying to stay as up to date with it as possible, while also realizing like I work 40 hours a week at another job, and like I don't have time to be figuring out this really complex issue, when I think the consensus is that like nobody really even knows what to define for kids as, because there is clearly a marketplace of content that is both for adults and for kids, meaning it's family friendly, but adults are the primary consumers. That's where my channel falls. And that kind of means that I don't know where I fall within YouTube right now. So I know even by the time I post this video, a lot of that might have changed, and there's going to be like new information and new thoughts. So that's where we'll leave it for right now. Just that I can kind of put it out there that I definitely covered this topic, and it's something I'm thinking about, and it is going to affect my channel, but not necessarily in a negative way. So the last thing that I want to talk about with regard to like YouTube and kind of more social media in general is I'm experimenting right now with some different things. I think the past 2 videos that went up on my channel went up on Saturdays. I'm experimenting with that. So far it's going well. I think it's really just kind of getting me out of the box a little bit, and like trying to break out of this rhythm and this deadline that I set for myself that I had to post every Friday. Fridays used to be a really good upload day, and that corresponded really well with my Artsy Fartsy Friday hashtag that I had been trying to push for years. And at the end of the day, I never really got a response from my Artsy Fartsy Friday hashtag. And so I think 2020 is going to be the year that I let that go, because it's something that I feel like I'm like beating a dead horse at this point. And it doesn't super make sense now that I'm not uploading my videos on a Saturday, or I'm sorry, on a Friday. Like, when am I going to use the hashtag Artsy Fartsy Friday if I'm not posting videos on a Friday? So I think I'm going to let Artsy Fartsy Friday go. I haven't really been the best about marketing it, so it's largely my fault that it was not like a successful tag or search term. So yeah, it feels kind of weird. I think I've had some days to like think about it and come to terms with the fact that like Artsy Fartsy Friday is not going to be my thing anymore. And I'm okay with that, because like I said, it didn't really feel like it was my thing anyway, because it wasn't really going anywhere and there wasn't really a whole lot of traction, which I'm okay with. Like I said, like that's on me, that's not on you guys. But I have been intentionally allowing myself to like let go of that, instead of this constant like guilt of, well, oh, I should use the hashtag, but like nobody's really using the hashtag, so I don't really want to use the hashtag. Oh, but I should, you know. I'm kind of like stuck in that place of like I should do this, and in 2020 I want to kind of just be like, I don't have to do that, and if it's not serving me well, how about we just like let that go and move on to something else that might actually be like helpful and have some traction and like pick up, you know, some engagement. So 2019 is gonna be the year that Artsy Fartsy Friday, I don't want to say dies, that sounds like so morbid, but it's gonna stay in 2019. It's not gonna come with me into 2020. We don't have room in 2020 for things like that. So that's kind of like the moral, I think, that I'm trying to get off, not the phrasing that I wanted to use, to get out to you guys. I'm trying to get this idea out that like there was a lot of things I tried in the past 5 years on my channel that have been moderately successful, have not been successful at all, and in some cases it started out successful and has stopped being successful. And so I'm really taking a good hard look at what those things are, and I am leaving them behind as I go into this new year, this new decade, this new era on my channel. So hopefully you guys have liked the past few videos. That's definitely something I want to have continue on my channel, and that's gonna be the me that I am trying to be in the new year. more educational, but also more myself in not trying to like make these videos, you know, perfectly edited and upbeat and colorful and like, you know, no, I'm a person and you guys know that, and you guys like that. You guys have responded really well to me just kind of being on here, doing my thing, seeing the behind the scenes of what I do in this workspace, trying to make the online store improve, trying to make my brand and my business improve, and just kind of learning along the way with you guys. That's kind of the big appeal. So I'm gonna end this video here because it is getting long and I have to go to work. So I will leave it there, but thank you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys liked the little behind the scenes look at the creation of the Positive Affirmations collection. I'm super excited to launch it. Again, that is launching on Black Friday, November 29th. Yes, November 29th on my store NB shop. So that link is going to be down below. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. So, okay, that is it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the internet.